At the moment of recording this video, Barcelona sit right there in the middle of the table of La Liga with 17 points out of a possible 33. Clearly not where a team like Barcelona should be, and clearly not where a player like Messi wants to be. After every draw, after every defeat, it seems that those constant links to Manchester City re-emerge, and putting not only Lionel Messi but also Barcelona back onto the same situation to that of which they were only 4 months ago. A disjointed club, an unhappy captain, and an even worse manager, and a team exposed because of their results. In this version of Barcelona under Ronald Koeman, we are seeing that something is, well, clearly yet to click, and likewise something is also happening to Lionel Messi. Before I dwell anything deeper, I just want to make a clear distinction that we are not here criticizing the number 10. We are not criticizing Lionel Messi, but rather trying to explain the situation, unravel what's going on, and come up together with solutions. And let's be not naive, because clearly it's just right there to see that something is going on with Barcelona and something is going on with Lionel Andres Messi Cutuccini. What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. You do not know how much I've been working so very hard on making and producing this video, so if you do manage to enjoy it by the end of the day, remember to subscribe and like and give us a comment in the comment section down below, I guess. But without further ado, let's rewind back to Messi's first open goal that came in the victory achieved by Barcelona for 5-2 against Real Betis. Before that, the panorama was one that saw outbursts in social media suggesting how Messi was declining. That was because at the moment Messi only had managed to score 6 goals, and 5 of those being penalties. A statement which I do not agree with to a certain extent, but one that I can comprehend and also understand where fans are trying to be coming from. Let's use this game against Atletico though as the main piece of evidence, because in this game Koeman's side were comprehensively outplayed by Diego Simeone's team, which, if we are being completely unbiased, deserved to win for more than Yannick Carrasco Ferreira's lonely goal. The latest limp in performances from Ronald Koeman's disjointed side was not all Messi's fault, but you could clearly see that the number 10 was showing a lack of focus both physically and mentally. On the physical side, it's easier to explain. The consecutiveness of the games in a rapid fashion is not only affecting him but many other players alike, explaining why Barca's number 10 was often a peripheral figure, not really involved for long periods of play. From a mental perspective, it is also clear to clarify, but only if you are willing to portray Messi as a human being, which he is. Take for example his best chance that came at the 0-0, when he was found in space deep inside the Atletico Madrid area by Jordi Alba's precise pass. Here Leo took way too many touches and ended up giving it to Jan Black in a kind of golden platter. Not a run of play that you would normally associate with the GOAT, but one perhaps you should within this context. In one of Messi's recent outbursts during the summer, he did make one very valid point, that Barca directors have, for some years now, been juggling problems and plugging holes, and the squad competitive level has dropped alarmingly, something that is clear to see. Since arriving last summer, Koeman has tried to take away some of the creative burden away, for instance giving Philippe Coutinho a more central role, but his teammates always try to look for Messi whenever the creativity runs out, even though the Argentinian is no longer capable of saving them on his own. Messi against Atletico did not duck any responsibility on the pitch, he was just not able to inject the side with any of the life normally he would have been able to give before. Messi is not now feeling the pressure that he might need to carry the team, he's now feeling the pressure that he has to. If in addition to this we add the fact that Messi is now doing this out of obligation instead of desire, we found ourselves in a situation in which Barcelona are going through a post-Messi slump that we all knew was coming, except the central figure is still there. Something had been boiling for quite a while now, and it had exploded last summer. Even if Bartomeu's exit did settle things for just a bit, the presidential departure has just taken away one of the excuses that Messi or the other senior figures of the dressing room would use when anything went wrong. Messi here is being inflicted by the situation of the club, clearly, and mentally is constantly drained every time that he touches the ball. While some may think that Messi is now a big part of the problem at the Catalan club, I rather think that he's undisputably the solution. While we can't blame the captain for not facing the media against Atletico nor any of the other leaders in the dressing room, it is from finding the peace, not inside the pitch, but on the outside, in which we will find Messi. Letting Messi go to Manchester City might seem to almost everyone a stupid decision for Barcelona to make, but for me, it would have made more sense. Suggesting that Barcelona are better off without Messi would be a failure from my part in delivering this video. Don't think of it like that. Think of it as a clear sign that the club could have respected the decision of one of their greatest servants ever. I believe that many fail to comprehend the magnitude of the situation which occurred last summer. Messi has trusted and respected Barcelona for almost 2 decades, which in return only means that when he wishes to leave Barcelona, well, the club turned their back on him. That is why Messi is hurt so much. This Barcelona is not the one, and by that matter, the one that none of us has known, not from the results but from the manner in which things are done. So I say it again. Barcelona should regret blocking Messi to Manchester City, not because they would have been better off without him, but because even if he didn't end up leaving, the relationship that the club and him has formed would have not been broken. Even though we're gonna be trying to make an attempt in finding ways to fix this, no matter the solution that we come up with, there is always going to be one step, one section, let's say one instruction in the rulebook, in which Barcelona as an institution are always going to find themselves helpless and futile. That is in Messi regaining trust and confidence for the club. I guess you could describe this like a couple, when one of the partners has been unfaithful. Only that for whatever reason, in this scenario, the partner has cheated on a 10 out of 10. Certain statements by presidential candidates already claiming that Koeman, even if the team are successful, they're gonna remove him, and that doesn't bode well in this scenario. Oh dear Xavi Hernandez, he has been long seen as the future Barcelona coach in waiting, and both Victor Font and Joan Laporta, two of the main candidates going head to head for Barcelona's next presidential position, are saying that they are looking in bringing him in. And perhaps that may be one of the best ways to keep the Argentinian at Barcelona. Keep this in mind, but let's now shift the focus back onto the transfer of Messi for a very particular reason. From a personal point of view, it is not really realistic to see, in my opinion, Lionel Messi win a Champions League before 2022-2023. This is with me putting City into the equation. To be perfectly honest, Manchester City has the problems of their own, and I believe that adding Messi into that mix would create even more. Pep's extension is an interesting factor to consider at one, but I believe also that there are many cases within the club looking to part ways with him. Pep might be thinking about leaving City too, and has secured a potential bonus payout because of this extension that he just recently received. Maybe he wants to depart Manchester after all. And well, if he does leave City, maybe earlier than we think, that is another reason that we could say that potentially Messi would like to stay at Barcelona, if for whatever reason the Spaniard coach returns home. Whilst Messi and Barcelona are the partners, Pep Guardiola could be the dog, the extra bit of responsibility and leniency that could make the ship stable per se and bring the much needed stability and clearance to the path and trajectory for this relationship going forward. But last but not least, the offsprings of such marriage should result then on a kid, right? And whilst Barcelona are not in a position to make earth-shattering transfer signings for quite a while, the team is in a few years away from having names regaining some sort of stature in world football. We've seen already incorporations of players like Pedri, Ansu Fati, Serginho Dest, Trincao, and figures like De Jong, Ter Stegen, and Clement Lenglet, which are prepared to lead the line. And if you add extras like Eric Garcia per se, then the solution is already there. That is why I like Ronald Koeman, and I'll also elaborate on this on a future episode of Unfiltered, because his work won't be recognized, but putting himself in the line of fire like this, expelling Rakitic, expelling Luis Suarez and other few names, he is literally giving the foundations of a creation of a future generation at Barcelona. Messi and most importantly Barcelona, it's just a few months away from a rebuild, and the sooner or later the realization of that happens, the better. Once the youngsters become better, then Lionel Messi might recognize that, well, you know what, the chances of winning are actually better here than anywhere else. Whilst he himself does not have much left in the tank to give, the reality is that wherever he goes is just another incognito. It is now up just to someone to change his mind about that, be it Koeman via results, Xavi via friendship, Pep Guardiola via loyalty, or a new president via credibility. As little as it took Lionel Andres Messi to lose faith in Barcelona, little as well is in regaining it. The amount is not the question, the quality of those set actions to reach vindications is. That's gonna be everything for right now, guys. Hope you have enjoyed. So subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Take care. Ciao, ciao.